like technology. So looking forward to yeah. So, uh, uh, I'm looking forward to all of the conversations, all of the learning and the interactions side. So thank you for having me. And thank you, Loveth,
Thank
for
you.
great host.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayomide, for joining. That was such an amazing intro. Okay, so Victory, can you go next? Or Anna, can you go next? Are you guys shy or what? Hello, Anna. Hello, Victory. Can you go? Or are you even here? If you are, just maybe drop a comment or drop an emoji or react or something. If you're saying something, then you're muted, so we won't be able to hear you. Um, okay, so 4 more minutes to go, and then we officially start.
Is it still connected to?
Hello, Anna. So you decided to finally speak. Can you hear
Good evening,
me?
everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
This move?
Amazing. So, can you just tell me a little bit about you? What's your name? How old you are, and why you are interested in, what you are interested in learning from this webinar? Like, just share that with me.
My name is actually Idoko Elizabeth.
Okay.
I'm 14.
Amazing.
And what else? I've always been interested in learning a tech skill. I've always been the tech lady type of person, like always interested in any tech stuff. And then my brother showed me and the opportunity, and then I decided to join.
What's your brother's name? Let me give him a shout out, please.
His name is Steven.
Shout out to Steven. I wish there's a shekere here, so I'll use and do like a radio. Shout out to Steven. That's a very good brother there. Not those ones that will be disturbing somebody's life. Hannah, we are so happy to have you join us on this section. Why? Because you are very young. I love it when I see young persons that are actually interested. There are some persons that you have to like drag to learn it, and there are some that they are literally interested in tech. So it's such a pleasure to have you join us here. And I really, really hope you're going to enjoy this. In fact, I know you're going to enjoy this session. So Anna, what SQ are you interested in, and what are like your expectations from this webinar? What do you think you will likely learn, or would you would like to learn from this section?
Actually, to be honest, I I'm open to anything that would have turned out today. I didn't have a particular expectation. I was open to anything I would be able to learn today.
Okay. that's amazing. All right, that's okay. Do you know anything about tech, or what's your idea about tech? What do you think tech is in your own terms? Don't overthink it. What do you think tech is in your own terms?
Oh, okay. Um, well, I think tech skills are these computer-based skills that you could use to earn money. Yeah, yes. Computer-based
So you're
skills
interested
using
in the money, and you're interested in the money. That's the only thing you know about tech. Okay, I think that's cool. At least you still got like 0.11111. Hey, it's so nice to have you speak. So thank you for responding and not being shy. So Victory, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Victory, Victory, how are you doing? Hope you're
I'm fine.
good. Cool, cool. So I would love to hear from you. What's your name? I can't pronounce your surname, so you have to pronounce it for us. What's your full name? What's how old are you? But you can also add which class you are as well. Then what are like your expectations from from this webinar? And also how you heard about this. Maybe it's also your brother, so we can give him a shout out too.
Okay, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I am Uge Victory Ogeneyole, a 300 level student of pharmacology in Delta State University. Okay, I heard about this webinar. It was posted on our fellowship group chat, so that's where I joined.
Mm,
And I look forward to
okay.
learning. I look forward to learning this tech, not just because it's in the front line and lucrative now, but because I've always wanted to delve into the world of tech. So I hope
So
I
which
really,
part of tech are you interested in?
for now, no, I don't know much about it, so I really can't say. But I hope and wish to get a particular part that I will be interested in.
Amazing, amazing. So how old are you, Victory?
I'm 21 years old.
Oh, 21. I think it's still okay though. It's still okay. So, anyways, thank you so much, Victory, for joining today's session. Um, I really, 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 really hope you are going to find it really insightful as much as we made it to be. So yeah, Motorayo, you're welcome. You are welcome. Please, can you introduce yourself? Um, so I think this should be the last introduction before we like go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yes, good
Motorayo.
evening.
Okay.
Good
Hello, good
evening.
evening. Thanks for joining, by the way.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Esther Muturayo. Good evening. So good to be here. So to be good. So good to be here.
Same here. Same here, actually. So can you like introduce yourself? I think you're a parent. I know you are a parent, basically.
Yes,
So
I
is there any
am.
like let's say is Mitchell around?
Yes, she's
Okay.
around.
So is Mitchell around?
Yes,
How
she's
old is,
around. She's
oh,
there.
is she there with you?
She's there with me.
Is she there with you? Hey, can she
Yes.
like cool, 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 cool. So she's literally the one attending the session, right?
Yes. Speak out now.
Hello.
Cool.
Good evening.
Hi, Mitchell.
Good evening,
How
ma.
are
I'm
you
fine.
doing?
Fine, ma.
Cool, cool. So you're going to introduce yourself to us. You just tell us your name, the class you are, and how old you are, and you tell us more random stuff you know about tech. Shall we do that?
Okay. Yes, ma. My name is
Okay.
my name is David Mitchell. I'm in GS2 and I'm 12 years old.
Hmm. 12 years old. That's dope. That's cool, cool, cool. So tell me what you know about tech.
Now, anything on technology. Have to use this thing.
Tech. I don't really know much about tech.
I love your honesty. I love your honesty. That's fine. And that's okay. Honestly, it's okay for you not to know so much about tech. The thing is, you are using tech, but you just don't know that that's actually tech. And I'm glad that you are here. Mitchell, I'm glad that you are here. So yes, you're welcome. Thank you, Esther, for allowing her to join this section. Thank you so much. So Tosi, you go next. Tosi, you go next. I think you'll be the last. Then we'll start the webinar officially. Hello, Tosi, are you there?
Mute your mic so that you don't distract others.
Tosi Ogebule, are you there? Okay, so
Good evening, everyone.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm here. My network is kind of slow. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, sorry, please can
So
you
you're
ask the
going to
question
introduce
again?
yourself. Okay. Okay. So just introduce yourself. What's your name? What's your name? What you know about tech. I know you literally then how old you are, the class you are, so that will enable us to like get to know you more, basically. And what you're
Okay, good
expecting from
evening.
today's session, and what you're expecting from today's session.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Tosin Ogimbule, and I am 22 years old. So I'm a student of Yaba Tech, a part-timer actually, and I'm in Ed 3. I'm studying general art and designs. So what I know about tech. Tech, I think tech is like is like a scientific technology that teach us how to create tools and machine and all of that. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So that's my definition of tech and what I'm expecting. I'm actually expecting everything and anything that this webinar have to offer. So I'm open to learning and all of that. So I'm so really excited to be here and learn from you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Amazing. Thank you for joining us, Tosi. Thank you so much for that amazing intro. Okay, so we'll just get started. We already have our speaker here, so we'll get started already. So hello everyone. Thank you so much for the introduction. It was really great to learn more about you and get to know the kind of audience we have here. So I'm really expecting us to have an amazing session. So if you have any question, at the end of this session, just start getting them ready. So you'll be able to ask myself and also the speaker. So to introduce myself, my name is Akodu Loveth. I am a product designer and also the founder of Teen Techies Academy. And what we basically do at Teen Techies Academy is simple. We want to help teenagers understand that tech is actually very easy to get into. So we want to ensure that at the age of 13 to 17, you are able to learn tech skills. This way you'll be able to have like a lot of options. You could like get to have an head start in life, basically. So one thing I constantly regret all the time is I can't say I regret, or I always wish that I started tech at age 12, 13, at that period of time. That way I'll be able to like dabble into a bunch of things and learn more. And then by age 16, I should really be able to earn a decent amount of money. But that was not possible. So I thought, oh, why don't we have this platform especially for teenagers to learn tech skills. Starting from design, starting then learning, progressing into data analytics, like our guy that is here, then learning software engineering, robotics, data analysis, data science, everything, literally everything. So that is why we created Teen Techies Academy, and we would make sure that it delivers the value that it's supposed to deliver. So yes, that's it about myself and Teen Techies Academy. Now we'll be going into the main section itself, and we'll be going into the main section itself and introducing our amazing speaker, right? Okay. So firstly, the topic we'll be handling today is the theme of today's webinar is your first step into tech as a teenager. Where exactly do you start from? So a lot of us, a couple of persons here said that they were interested in tech, but the only issue is they don't even know what tech is. So this is that webinar that will introduce you to what tech is. So with all of that done, I would like to introduce our speaker, Petra Okelola. I'm sorry. I pray that I was able to pronounce that name properly. So yeah, please everyone react. Kindly react. Kindly react. Why she takes the stage and
Hi, hi, Loveth. Thank you for that introduction. And I'm really excited to be here. Really glad to have heard from everyone. Nice to meet you, Victory, Hannah, Tosin, Moturayo, and Ayomide as well. I really hope that, at the end of this session, everybody's going back with new information that they did not have before, especially for people looking to go into tech afresh. So I'm just going to share my screen because I want the focus to be on these slides. So please just give me a minute. Mm. Can everyone see my screen? Mm. Okay. Please confirm that you can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I'll take that again. So I'm not sure what's wrong. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Petra. As Loveth already said, Petra Okelola. I'm a senior product designer and product lead. Today we're going to be talking about something that can literally change direction of your future, exploring tech as a teenager. Don't worry, this won't be a boring lecture. I'm here to gist with you, share my own story, give you practical steps, and also answer your questions. So I'm going to try my best to make this a short session so that you have room to ask all of the questions that you came here with and any questions that would, pop up during the session. I've always been a curious person, right from secondary school or from when I was a teenager. I would say that I'd always thought differently from my peers, and I've always wanted more from life. And while I was still in secondary school, I know that I had an interest in blogging. I think then WordPress was the big thing. So I had bloggers that I was following. I was really intrigued. I was just really intrigued by how someone could be writing something every single week, and there are lots of us on the other side of the world just reading their thoughts. And that I would say was my first interest in tech. But at the time, I didn't even know that the whole thing would lead to tech, or I didn't even know the meaning of tech. I just knew that I liked reading certain bloggers, and I was always following up with their new posts every single week. By the time when I was done with secondary school and before I got into university, I started my own blog, and that was the beginning of everything. when I was in university, I continued blogging. I tried other things, fashion styling. I was working with a small fashion brand. I was doing social media management. I was just doing a whole lot of things. And all of those things led me to a point where I was a bit dissatisfied. I just wanted more. I didn't really know how to go about it. But then I had friends that were in tech, so to say. And I was a petroleum engineering student in the university. So some of our courses that we did in 200 level, they were, programming courses, and some of my friends actually picked up from there. And I remember just going to meet one of my friends one day and, asking him what I could do in tech. And he just gave me a website to read up on different parts in tech and try to figure out which one appealed to me the most. And that is actually how I came across product design. But when I started product design, I was still a bit confused. I didn't really understand it. I didn't really know if that's what I was going to do long term. I was just very confused. So I was doing product design, but I was always switching to product marketing, digital marketing. I was taking 2, 3 courses at the same time while still being in engineering school. So you might be wondering why I just told this story, but I'm going somewhere. Just stick with me. When you are young, you have something some adults don't have anymore, which is time. At this age, you can experiment, you can change your mind, you can try different things, you can fail, you can start again, just like I did with all the many things I was doing from secondary school to university. The thing is, at this stage, nobody's expecting too much from you. This is literally the best age to start building a foundation that can make your 20s and your 30s easier. Because trust me, when you get older, family and friends will have high expectations of you, and you might not have so much room to start trying new things, figuring out what you don't like, what you're passionate about. So right now that you still have the time, I would advise that you explore, and not just explore on surface level, explore like you want this, you know. Yes, granted, if you don't figure things out now, or if you don't explore tech now and you want to wait till later, you can still explore tech later. But that later time, you'll be under more pressure and there'll be bills and responsibilities waiting for you. So in Nigeria, most of us grew up hearing the same 4 careers: be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer, or be an accountant. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with any of these paths. And again, if you're a teenager here, you're still in school or looking to get into school, this is not me telling you to rebel against your parents or abandon your school to now focus on tech. Please take your school work seriously. And that's why I told my story in the beginning, because in as much as I was trying to figure out something I could do outside of my formal education, I was still very much a present student. I was a petroleum engineering student, and I graduated with a second class upper degree while still doing all these many things. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there that this is not a call for you to abandon your education, but more to build something alongside your education. The world is changing, and one of the smartest things you can do right now as a teenager is to start developing a second skill, especially a tech skill that you can grow with. And it means that when you get into the real world, you have options. Imagine graduating from the university and having both your formal degree and experience or knowledge in a tech skill. That gives you a very big advantage in life that many people don't have. Another good thing about tech skills is they are not just Nigerian skills, they are global skills. You can use them in Lagos, in Canada, in the UK, in South Africa, anywhere in the world that you eventually go. Like myself and so many other people, you can even be in Nigeria and work for companies outside of Nigeria. And please, if you're a teenager here, don't limit your thinking to what the average Nigerian teenager thinks, because outside Nigeria, there are so many kids that start programming in primary school. And this is not because they are smarter than you. It's because they were exposed to this type of information that you have right now. So please don't box yourself in. Don't think small. Don't think like everyone else around you. You have to explore, experiment, be curious, research on different parts in tech, pick one and start learning. And then you can switch later if you have to. If you are confused, you can look for mentors and make sure that the friends that you keep and communities that you are in is with like-minded teenagers, because 10 years from now you will look back and be grateful that you started today. That's why, again, I'm going to point back to the fact that I told my story. If you remember, the link between when I was confused and when I actually picked up product design was me talking to a friend, a close friend that was already doing something in tech. That's to show you how much the people you have around you or the closest people you are, how much they can influence your life. I'll tell you something personal. Now that I've graduated and I'm deep in my career, I have friends, people older than me, people older than you, saying they wish they learned something in tech where we're still in school. People are now trying to learn tech skills in their 20s, in their 30s, and even in their 40s. Sorry, I'm having issues sharing my screen. Okay. So a lot of people think tech is coding, and that is not true. There are different roles in tech. If you're a creative person, if you're a problem solver, if you're someone that is good at organizing or communicating, just something for everyone. So for example, there's product design, where your career will be more focused on designing things, visual colors, typography, and just things that people can actually see. When it comes to product management, you are more of an organizer, someone that is good at communicating, collaborating with different people and different teams. We have UX research. That means you'll be doing more of research for your product team or for your designers. Then you have UX writing, you have technical writing, you have software development, data analysis, QA testing, content design, and so many more. I always tell people that tech is not one road. It's a whole expressway with many lanes. You don't have to learn code or programming to get into tech. And there are so many free resources out there, especially on YouTube. Make Google and ChatGPT your best friend when you have questions. So I'm sure by now you're wondering, now that I have all this information and my mind is already prepped to start something in tech, and you're hungry for information, you're hungry for how to get started. It's very simple. Getting into tech is not a complex thing as I would see some people try to. Uh if someone raised their hand, I can't see. Please go ahead.
Okay, so just to be sure, are you moving your slide? The slide is actually in the same, has been on the same spot.
Oh, I've been moving.
So if you're
my
changing your slide, okay,
Oh, sorry about that.
okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Mm. Uh, I hope you can see. Let me confirm that it's moving. Is it moving now?
Yeah, it just started. Yeah, it is now. It is now.
Okay.
It is.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. This is the slide I'm on now, and I was just talking about a simple roadmap that you can actually follow if you want to go into tech today. What do you do? Again, that's why I'm going to keep referring back to my story. I shared my story so that in some way you can see that the only obstacle between you and going into tech today is information. So if I were to start a new tech skill today, the first thing I want to do, or the first thing I would advise that you do, step number one, is to explore different resources on different paths in tech. Right, on this call we can make this call about reading out different parts in tech. What is product design? What is UX design? What is product management? But that is not going to give you all of the information that you need to actually be able to decide which of these parts is best for you. I think, and I would recommend that you should actually go through resources that have several tech skills. I know that the common ones that we remember to say data analytics, product design, product management, but there are so many more, so many more. And after this session, I actually have some resources that have helped me back in the day that I also like to share with people who are very curious about tech and which path is even right for you. Because I don't believe in picking product design because someone else said it's easy, or picking product management because someone just recommended it to you. I am a strong believer that there is something for everyone that aligns with the skills that you already have and the type of person that you are naturally. So my step one would be for you to go through a resource that explains and itemizes different parts in tech and what you do under each path. And like I said, I would share those resources with you after this session. Then next thing, let's say you go through a resource that explains 10 to 15 different career paths, and let's say your interest is in product design. Sorry, Loveth, my screen is still showing.
No, it's not showing anymore. Yeah, it is now.
Okay. So I was saying that the first thing you want to do is go through a resource that explains different parts in tech. And let's say, for instance, product design catches your attention and you feel like that is something you can do. The next thing you want to do is go to YouTube. I know that some people think that the first thing you should do is get a course or go to a boot camp, but I disagree. I think that when you decide on whichever path you want to go on YouTube. There's so many resources on YouTube. And I'm not just saying this because I just want to recommend something. I'm saying this because this is the path I followed myself when I was at the beginning of my career. You don't have to wait till you have money to buy an expensive course or have money to buy an expensive laptop or any of those things. You just need curiosity. So let's say you want to go into product design. Now go on YouTube and start searching for what is product design, what do product designers do, what do I need to learn to become a product designer. The reason why I also recommend this step is because it's free. YouTube is free. All you need is data. Once you start watching, some of these things and reading some of the free information that you have out there, watching some of these YouTube videos for free, sometimes at that moment you even realize this thing is not really for me, and then you can make a quick pivot, go back to your research and see, okay, product design is not for me. What is the next thing I can consider? That next thing you want to consider again, take it back to YouTube, watch courses, playlists, look for YouTube channels that teach that thing, and go through the same cycle again until you have a very, very strong interest in one of them. Then I would advise you to get a course or go to a boot camp. Now, something I want to also say about getting a course or going to a boot camp, because I do have like quite a number of people that reach out to me even after going for boot camps or doing a course. Myself, I did courses. I did a lot of I have a lot of certifications in product design, but down the line you realize that that is not where it stops. That is just the beginning of your journey. So if, for instance, you're a product designer, you're a product manager, taking a course is just equipping you with knowledge. Now, what do you do with that knowledge that you have? You have to dedicate your time. Every waking moment that you have, you literally have to be obsessed with this thing. The information that you have, what can you do with it? How can you build passion projects? What friends can you connect with now to start building side projects together? And, you know, a lot of things in tech is about practice, not just knowledge, because you realize very pretty quickly that if you don't do anything with the knowledge that you have, you even start to forget things. So I hope everyone is still following me. So the next thing I would say after going to getting a course or finishing a boot camp is practice, 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 practice. I cannot even emphasize on this enough. And then once you get to a certain point where you are employable. Sorry, I can't see who's raising a hand.
Just to confirm again, your slide is not moving. So in case you're moving, you're
No,
like
I'm not
changing
moved
it.
yet.
Okay. Just confirm.
With everyone following me, I feel like there's a lot of information I'm giving at the same time. I just want to be sure everyone is following me before I continue.
Yeah, I think we're following.
Okay. Um, I'm trying to get back to where I stopped. Okay, yeah. So I was talking about practicing and practicing and practicing. And of course, the next thing you want to do after that is start looking to build a portfolio and now looking for internships. And I like explaining the tech roadmap in this way because I know that there are also a lot of misconceptions around people just wanting to learn tech and feeling like if I learn tech today, by next month, I can land a job that pays me this amount of money. If I learn tech today, by next month, I can land a foreign job that pays me this amount of money. I don't think I want to correct that mindset. If there's anyone here that thinks like that, it is tech, just like any other career path. Tech is not a get rich quick scheme. Tech rewards what you know and the experience that you have. That's it, as simple as that. So, in essence, and a recap of the roadmap is, start with curiosity, learn with free resources, then get a paid course or boot camp and start practicing. Be obsessed with your practice, and then at that point, things will start becoming clear to you, and you can start building a portfolio and looking to get your first job or internship. And sometimes the distance between initial curiosity and actually getting a job can be 6 months, it can be 1 year, it can even be 2 years for some people. And that's why everyone always says the best time to start was yesterday, but the next best time is today. Okay, let me be honest with you. Along the line, you make mistakes, plenty mistakes. You make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes, like I said, you might even already be on a course and realize that this thing is not for you. You have to go back, switch again, and it's a part of the journey. I'm not sure there's a single person I know in tech that had a very smooth linear journey and they knew what they wanted from day one. They didn't make any mistakes and next week they just got a job. No. So plenty of mistakes is going to be part of your journey, but that's how everyone in tech grows. Nobody comes in knowing everything. I've made mistakes that embarrassed me. I've made mistakes that slowed me down, that confused me, but each one actually made me better. The only real mistake you can make is not learning anything right now or not learning from previous mistakes that you've made. I also like to say that tech is also one of the few industries where you can change paths easily. Like I've said, you can start as a designer and become a product manager. You can start as a developer and even become a founder. The industry evolves every single year and you get to grow with it. And this is why a lot of young people like tech because of the flexibility. You are not trapped. And the experience you gain on one path, maybe let's say the experience you gain as a product designer can be an advantage for you as a product manager. So there's no really starting from scratch. It's just taking the experience you already have. If you decide to do something else, that experience goes with you and it's an advantage for you over other people that are starting from scratch. So before I wrap up, I want to share something that I've been working on, and I'm working on this for quite some months since almost the beginning of this year, and something I'm genuinely excited about. It's called YOLO, and it's an app designed to help people, including teenagers like you, kickstart their journey, whether it's in tech or even outside tech. It will help you understand where to start, what skills to build, what roles fit your interest, and how you can grow step by step. I'm at the tail end of this project now, and when it's ready, I'll be very excited, to share it with everyone on this call and get the ball rolling. And if there's one thing I want to leave with you today is that start small, but start now. You don't need an expensive course to start, like I said. You don't need an expensive laptop to start, like I've said. Whatever device you're joining this meeting with is enough for you to start watching YouTube tutorials, for you to start reading through the different parts in tech and which one might be a good fit for you. And like I said before, joining communities of like-minded people, keeping friends that have the same goals or are like-minded, taking free courses online and then building personal projects early. Whatever you do, just start. The beginning is the hardest part. It's very simple. All you need to do after this call today is research how different paths in tech and which one is right for me. And after that, go on YouTube and start watching free tutorials, get a course, and I promise you, the rest will be history. Okay, I'd love to hear from you. This is the end of my presentation. If there's anything I said that was confusing, if there's anything I said that interests you, but I didn't give a full picture of, if there's anything that still scares you about tech, any question that is on your mind right now, I would love to hear it. I would love for the rest of this session to be interactive. There's no silly question. Ask anything that you want to ask so that you can actually leave this session knowing that you came in with questions and you left with answers. Okay, thank you, Loveth. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Petra, for that amazing session. Like, it was really, really amazing. I can see everyone reacting, which means you guys literally enjoyed it. So if you have any questions, let's get on with it. If you have any questions, just I think you could raise up your hands. Can raise up your hands here so you could speak. Any question at all? Victory, any question? Or you could literally unmute yourself and ask the question. Anyone with, okay, Hannah, you can go ahead first.
Okay, so she said that whatever we learned, we have to practice and then keep on practicing so we don't get to forget. So my question is, how do you keep on practicing and so you don't forget and then you juggle it with your school activities?
Okay. Thank you, Hannah. That's a very good question. So I'll just go back to my days, like I said, when I was in university. It can be a bit challenging sometimes, like when you're a student, to dedicate time to practice and also balance that with your schoolwork. But I'm just going to give you the formula that worked for me. During my weekdays, when I was in school, I was always focused on, my classes, going to class, doing my assignments after class, reading every single day. So at the end of the semester, I didn't have too much new things to read up on. So I used my weekdays very wisely, very, very wisely. Before school, in school, and after school, I was always with my books or in class or with friends that were reading. And then my weekends, that gave me allowance to, dedicate time to actually watching my tech courses and doing anything related to tech on my weekends. So that was sort of the formula that helped me when I was still in school. And I know it sounds simple in theory, but in real life, it's not black and white. It's just more about the obsession that you have with actually wanting to get something out of tech. There are students, when I was in school, there are so many people that during their free time, they spend their free time going out, doing all these things, watching movies. And I'm not against all of that. I'm just saying, when you have your priorities, that determines how you actually allocate your time, what you do with your weekdays, what you do with your weekends. And of course, as a student, during exam times, there's no time for tech. You have to just face your exam and get back to it when you're on holiday. Holiday periods too are also very, very, very good. Use that time wisely. You have all your time to yourself to do whatever you want with your practice or with your tech skill or with your tech career. I hope this answers your question.
Amazing, amazing. Any other questions? I really expect more questions. Any other question? Victory, do you have any question? Ayomide, Tosi, Mitchell. Hope you're still here, Mitchell. Mitchell, do you have any question?
No, ma.
Okay. Victory, do you have any question?
No, ma.
Amazing. So I have to. Okay, Tosi, go ahead.
Good evening. My question is kind of similar to Anna's own though. So my own is I actually work from 7 to 4 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. From Monday to Friday, I mean, and I'm also a part-time student. I go to school from 4 to 9 o'clock, and I don't really have much time during the daytime. And you said when you were in school, you were doing digital marketing, studying product management while studying petroleum engineering. So I want to ask you, how do you keep everything balanced and all of that?
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Thank
can
you,
hear you. Thank
Christine, for
you
that
for that.
this question. I'm just going to buttress on the answer I already gave before. I think the most important thing is time management. You know, if you're a type of person that you're working at the same time you're going to school, like I said, you really have to prioritize things during your weekdays and also things during your weekends. But I understand that, like I said, it's not just black and white. Sometimes you might just have 10 minutes in a day to watch some part of your course. Sometimes you might only have 20 minutes. Sometimes you might only have 5 minutes. The goal is consistency. I think that should be your goal, is consistency, not waiting for a time where you would have a whole day, or maybe not waiting for a time where you have 5 hours or 3 hours to sit with your course. If you have 10 minutes every single day or 15 minutes every single day before you go out for work or when you get back home, or during your break, just 15 to 30 minutes every single day, you realize that if you spend 10 to 30 minutes, or depending on how much time you can apportion to that, 10 to 30 minutes every day, just watching a course or learning something new with the part you've already taken, at the end of 1 week you would see that 30 minutes today, 30 minutes tomorrow, 30 minutes next tomorrow, you've already covered 3 hours, compared to someone that is waiting for a day that they will have a full day to sit down with their laptop and learn this thing. If you're a very, very, very busy person, that might not be possible. So it's just about like prioritization, time management, and consistency. Little progress every single day. At the end of a month, 2 months, 3 months, you will see that it will compound and you would have made a whole lot of progress. It's just little steps and baby steps.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
So any other person, Victor, do you have a question? I think we have like 8 minutes to go. So Victor, do you have any question? Victor, you have to tell me no if you don't have a question. So don't keep mute.
No, man, no question.
Okay, cool. So I have questions for people here. So just to be sure that you totally understand what she shared. My question is this: so after this session, after this webinar, what's like your next thing to do? I'll start from Mitchell. What's like your next to do action? What would you start with to start your whole journey in tech? So Mitchell, I'll start with you.
I'll go to YouTube and start learning about tech.
So what would you type in on YouTube to learn about tech?
I'll learn about product design.
Product design. How are you sure it's product design that you want to learn about?
I will just try first.
So that's why we need you to ask questions. So instead of just guessing, you could have just asked Petra, okay, what kind of courses can I actually like start learning from? What kind of prompts can I type in on YouTube to start learning about that? So that's my question on behalf of you, because you said you will start. Now, YouTube has a lot of distractions if you do not know what exactly you're typing, and you might just get lost. So I think for your sake, I'll be asking this question. So Petra, now for Mitchell that is 12 years old and she wants to go on YouTube to start, learning about tech basically. what would you suggest that she should like type in or something like that? Any prompt or even any resources you have that she could like get started with as a 12-year-old
Okay.
teenager.
Thank you, Loveth. So as I said when I was explaining next steps for you to take after this call, you first have to start with reading resources that explain different career paths in tech. Like I said, it's not just about saying, oh, I'm going to do product design because Loveth is doing product design, or because Petra is doing product design, or I'm going to do data analytics because Ayomide is doing data analytics. No, I don't think that that's the best approach. I think it's best to actually read up on different parts in tech. And I'm going to actually share, resources. I will share them on this call. For anyone that wants to copy the link, I would also share them after the call so that everyone can go back and see, oh, what are the different parts in tech? And from there, you can actually start exploring one after the other, after the other, after the other. Get busy on YouTube and start reading. If you have a short list, let's say you like product design, you like product management, you like you like data analytics, all these things, make a short list, maybe 3 to 5. Then with those 3 to 5, go on YouTube and search, what is product design? How do I become a product designer? What do I need to learn? What tools or skills do I need to learn to become a product designer? And that's how you start, as simple as that. But the resources I sent, the first one explains, I think, if not 20, up to 20 different career paths in tech and what it means. Then for the second one also is another 20 that explains, different parts in tech and what it actually means. So that's a very, very, very good starting point if, you want to take your next steps after this call.
Then, okay, so I think that's remarkable. That's very remarkable. That's very remarkable. So thank you so much for that. So Mitchell, you now have like the next thing to do. I'm going to share this on the platform. I'll share the link on the platform so you could like go through them and then get
Yes,
started
ma'am.
basically for free. Do you guys? I mean, this is literally for free. Just get started. Let us know which one you want to start with. So Victory, over to you. So what's like your next step? Next step of action after this webinar to get started in tech?
Okay, ma, for me, I think I'll choose product management. Okay, from here, I have two options. I'll choose product management or data analysis. Data analysis because I like the whole idea of like that's my reason for data analysis. Then for
I think your network is breaking. Can anyone else hear her? I can't hear her.
product management, I feel for now really because
Yeah, I just started hearing you. So we lost you at where you talked about you start with data analytics and product management. I think you were explaining something about why product management. So I think you could go ahead.
okay, for product management, that thing that it needs for you to become better.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I think that's still cool. At least you know the ones you want to get started with. So I think that's amazing. And I'm really rooting for you, actually. Then, Hannah, let's get to Hannah. Hannah, so what's your next step of action after this webinar? What's the next thing you would be learning?
Okay, so I was going to go to any accessible search engine and search for possible tech skills and then look for the one that fits my personality. Then go to YouTube and learn more about it. Then go back to my brother and ask him to help me to learn it better.
Okay, so now me, I'm envious actually. So shout out to your brother again. Okay, I think that's such an amazing one. Tosi, I think you'll be the last person, then we'll just round up. Tosi, your next step of action. What's your next step of action?
Okay, I'm just going to go through the link Miss Petra sent. So I'm going to go through it and for the one that works best for me. That's all.
Okay, so thank you so much to everyone that joined this session. Thank you, Miss Petra. Today's session was such an insightful one. I don't think I would have been able to like explain this the way you did. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. Thank you for the resources you shared as well. So last thing, I don't know if anyone would want to connect with Miss Petra. If you would want to, so how can they connect with you? Let's say after the webinar, where can they reach out to you and all of those? So over to you.
Thank you, Loveth. I think I'm in the Teen Techies Academy WhatsApp group chat. I think that would be, you can find my number there. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me.
Okay, amazing. So you guys see, I'm the only one that will bring a speaker that is easily accessible to you. So this means that it's now very accessible for you to reach out to her later on. I'm going to tag her on the group, so you can always reach out to her in case you have any questions. Just go also ask me as well in case you have any question. And with that, we'll be rounding up this session. And yes, before we go ahead, in case you okay, so before we round up, Teen Tech is also having a virtual session coming up in January, and there we intend to be teaching product designs, UI UX design, specifically for teenagers aged between the age 13. But I think if you're cool enough to join at 12, that would be amazing. So starting from age 12 to 17. So if you think that you know someone or you would like to enroll, there's also a discount for you. So you could just send me a DM or simply indicate interest on the group, and we'll follow up from there. So I really hope you had such an amazing session today. If you did, please just let us know on the group. And if you're not on the group, please can you identify? Victor, are you on the group? Anna, are you on the group?
Yes, ma.
No, ma'am, I'm not on the group.
No, I'm not on the group either.
Okay, so let me send you the group link so you could join from here. Also, please, we'll also like your reviews and what you learned from today's session. So this will enable us to do better. And also, if you think there are some certain things we could have added that would have made it more insightful for you, kindly do it to drop it. So just give me a minute. I'll get the group link and send. Copy link. So you can check now. Please let me know when you're in the group. I need to know, make sure that both of you are on the group. I know others are on the group. So if you're on the group, have you seen the link? Victor, have you seen the link? Hannah, have you seen the link?
Link. Jesus, this woman won't call my phone off. Jesus, she did
It's on
disturb
the
my
chat.
network. Yes, ma'am.
It's on the chat box. Okay, please, have you joined? If you have joined, you need to. You've joined? Anna, have you joined? Anna, have you joined?
I will. I haven't.
You okay? So the thing is, you have to like join now. So, so
I have
you
to
won't
copy the link.
lose the link.
I've copied it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So if you've copied it, I think we're good. All right then. See everyone in the group. I'm going to share the recording because I'm going to share the recording because so in case you want to catch up with the session, I'm also going to share the link. I was able to copy that. So yes, that's it. So thank you so much for joining and do have a lovely and amazing day. Bye.